Hey, good morning. This is Evan. Nice to see you all again. So today we would like to share something about how we success, not just in Hong Kong now, in Southeast Asia. Today I also come to Brunei and then to share with you how we can do a successful startup, right? So everyone ready? So let me introduce a little bit about myself first. So this is Eman. You can also connect me here in my LinkedIn. And I have been working for the startup industry for more than 10 years. This is TIGA MILK. It's my second time enterprise. I have 2 times exit before this startup. So there is a lot of similar things that we can work a successful startup. So today I would like to take it partly and partly together. So I also take these MVP cars, okay, in Hong Kong, CHK EMBA cars. So I will make it more condensed, so you can make a lot of insight through these 15 minutes sharing. So at the end of the sharing, I would like you to ask me a lot of questions that maybe you are facing on your startup journey, or maybe anything you would like to share with all of the startup founders that you think this is very useful for you. So this is me, okay? I start my startup at the very beginning. Just start with my little idea. So how can we make a little idea start with a seed and then let it grow, and then eventually we make the milk and sell not just in Hong Kong but also in China, now in UK, and also in the Saudi Arabia. So first of all, you need to have your good mindset first. So what is your good mindset to doing a startup? Most of you may think about, I just want to sell the product. I just want to do a lot of R&D. R&D, does it mean good for the market? Do you know your customer or anything? Do you know your market, whether it is fit for the market? So problem solution fit, then product market fit. In the middle, you need to find something to test your prototype. Test it until someone really want to find it, buy it. And eventually, you also need to have your go-to-market strategy. Not just sell the product. How you collaborate with others, how you think with others, how you can benefit others. This is all together is we call MVP. This is what my entrepreneur journey learned about, and I would like to share with you today. So for me, startup or entrepreneur is a kind of the beautiful things to solve the social problem with your product, with your you can say your technology, anything. So we solve the problem elegantly with your startup, so everyone can create impact. And MVP, the minimal viable product, the problem solution fit will be the significant process for you. Don't lose money first. So we start everything, start with who you are and why you do the business. So who you are, can anyone answer me who you are? Maybe you will think, I'm the CEO of Midternext. I am the EMBA graduate from CHK. This is your title. But is that mean really who you are? Who you are means what you have currently. Maybe you have your networks, maybe you have your technology, maybe you have your experience. This is what you have. This is your secret sauce to win the market. You need to know who you are and who you want to serve for. Then you need to think about why you do the business. Why you do the business doesn't mean you just want to make money, but you can change the world. So how to change the world? For me, I suffer from lactose intolerance. My 3-year-old kids also suffer from lactose intolerance with some allergy of the dairy cattle. So we can't find anything on the plant-based meal that can fulfill the nutrition and no preservative, no added sugar, plant-based milk to let him grow. This is the problem, and I want to solve it with my technology. So who you are and why you do the business to change the world is utmost significantly. And eventually, how you change the world, maybe for your environment, for your community, for anything, you change it. This is the ecosystem we are building. This ecosystem will make your venture become more impactful. So yeah, I have allergy. I have lactose intolerance. Okay, I can't drink milk. Okay, maybe it is also your problem. In fact, we find that 90% of Asians also suffer from lactose intolerance. So it's a huge market potential. Then we have another problem we are facing, the sustainability problem, the environmental friendly problem. So in the world, our food system is suffering. Okay, most of our food may be not sustainable. Okay, just take daily ketos as an example. We can't absorb the daily ketos nutrition because we don't have the enzyme ourselves. So even though milk, cow milk has a lot of nutrition, but we can't absorb the nutrition. So plant-based milk is more suitable for us. Okay, not just to fight for the climate change. For us, we also fight for the desertification. But we can't find the solution. This is the huge unmet market needs. A lot of plant-based milk is more suitable for us, but it is more full of sugar and additive. And then how we can solve the problem? Maybe technology can solve the problem. We need to do a lot of research. We need to think about why we don't sacrifice the current situation. We do a lot of the research, not just about your technology, but also about the market. How you win the market. If the market size is small enough, how can you try and error until you find the good way to win the market? So you need to do a lot of research, market research, technology research, or even you need to ask anyone beside you whether your product, whether your prototype, they will buy it. So then we need to do a lot of prototype. Before I do my plant-based milk, you know my company name is called Plant-Based Meat. We also share the same mission. We want to change the world, make everyone to eat more healthier. So we do a lot of plant-based meat research. Plant-based meat, 3 years before, very popular. We have Beyond Meat, we have Impossible Meat, but now no more. So how your technology can adopt to others by doing a lot of prototype, try and error until you find someone really buy your product. And eventually you have your product. This is the whole process. We can't skip it and we can't just make the product. Then you know your market first, know your technology, then try and error. So for me, I even though I work for the food industry for more than 18 years, I look young, right? Maybe drink the TIGA MILK here, okay, can make me feel so young. But I want to say, before I have this milk, okay, I asked a lot of industry experts. I haven't been working in the beverage industry. I go to find the soy milk expert in Hong Kong. I go to find the coffee expert in Hong Kong and I ask them what the true market needs. They also tell me maybe the foaming, okay? That's why we do the R&D on the foaming. They may be the nutrition. So we do a lot of the nutrition tests, no matter it is the soybean, oat, and also our unique raw material is called tiger nut. And also a lot of raw material we have tested before. Ask anyone beside you, ask the expert beside you is the first step to make your research become more suitable for the market. Then, this is my idol, okay, although his product, okay, can last forever, okay. Although some of the viewpoint, I don't believe it, but this point of view, okay, on the product development, I love it so much. Don't just believe your point of view and don't just believe the customer's point of view because most of the customer don't know what they need. Back to the basic, back to the first principle. Why you do the product and why customer will buy your product. Customer buy your product, maybe some of the time they don't know. But for me, I do food industry. Most people, why they eat? Because of maybe the fear of the hunger. Maybe for the health and well-being. Maybe, you don't know. But find it. Whether they will buy something, okay, what is the, with your product that they will change their life. And also, what is the healthy things, okay, they really want to do. So, we have our product, TIGA MILK. So, after I do a lot of research, this TIGA MILK, okay, changed a lot. Basically, most of the plant-based milk is single ingredient. Soy milk is soy, oat milk is oat, almond milk is almond. But have you imagined we drink Chinese soup? In the soup, there's a lot of ingredients. It is ridiculous that only one single ingredient can make the smooth, nutrition palm milk. So there is a huge market on the palm milk. We do a lot of market research. But why palm-based milk cannot replace dairy lactose? Then we should think about it. Maybe the nutrition, maybe the texture, and we find a way out. We just launched this TIGA milk in Hong Kong for only 1 year. We become the Hong Kong second palm-based milk, and we will go overseas. So we need to think about your customer, why the current market gap, okay, cannot fulfill the unmet market needs. And one of our unique raw material is called tiger nut. It's our secret sauce. We plant it in the desert area. Not just we can preserve the desiccation, but also tiger nut can make the milk become more smooth. Drink the milk, immersion, just immersion. You want it smooth. You want something that good pair, well balanced with your coffee. You want something that you can absorb the nutrition through eating, through drinking. So mixed up with the soybean, mixed up with the tiger nut, mixed up with the oats, we can make our guts become better, healthier, good for our heart, and good for our beautiful skin too. So think about your product, think about your customer, think about your market. This is the first step for the product market fit. Some of our colleagues may ask me, should we think about our competitors? So maybe competitor is good for your business because when you have your competitor, that means you have your market. But competitor doesn't mean your enemy. Okay, competitors always means there is some market needs, some demand exists. But don't just waste time to win your competitor. Win your customer doesn't mean anything. Why they change from your competitor to you is not just me better, it's me only. You need to find your unique selling point, UPS, your point of sales, okay, that you can win the market. So how you can make yourself become unique? Maybe your technology, maybe your point of view for your market, your market knowledge, maybe how you can fulfill the true customer needs. You need to find it through your prototype. So for us, okay, everything is human-centric because everyone will buy your product, pay for money to buy your product. It's human-centric. So human-centric and your product in the middle, there is a lot of things you need to think about. What is your sales channel? What is your branding? How your credibility you can build through your product. Then what is your supply chain? For us, we plant the tiger nut and our soybean ourselves in the desert area. Not only we can secure the supply of our unique raw material, tiger nut, but also we can improve the farmer's income nearby the desert. And also we can improve the soil quality through our plantation in desert. No one do it. That's why we do it. We secure our supply chain. This is our secret sauce to win the market. No one can do it. And for us, capital is a kind of the lubricant for us to grow. Capital is important, but for us, even though you don't have enough capital, you still can win the market until you find the good product market fit. And eventually, how you can win the heart, how you can win everyone's mindset through your product because you really change the world. Social impact, health and well-being, or even the social inclusion through your product. It is another thing we need to consider. in your business model. For us, in terms of the technology, so our technology have already won the Geneva Innovation Award in gold medals in the first place last year. So it is our honor because we have the impact to win it. But technology doesn't mean anything. But how technology can apply to your product means everything. So our technology makes all the raw material together through the enzyme technology. We extract the best nutrition through the tiger nut, oat and soy, the raw material. And also we extract the best nutrition and the texture, the something that we need, not everything we need in the food raw material. And the molecules, we cut it down. And then to make the milk foam, to be more rich. This is our technology. So how you can talk about the technology and apply to your product is utmost important. It's not just about technology. Technology means nothing, but technology applied to your product and change the product situation will be your way to go. So as a startup founders, we have technology. We have built the social inclusion. We have built something that really impact for our community. But how you can go to everyone's mind, go to everyone's house, it depends on how you tell the story, the storytelling. Good health, good branding, of course, good maybe the taste, of course, we do the food startup, and of course the nutrition is very important. So we have the idea, we talk about the product, we have the idea, and we have the strategy. And in between, you need to find your secret. The secret will be your MVP, will be your product market fit, will be your problem solution fit. So this secret means how you can have the bridge between you get the storytelling to your customer, and eventually you have your solutions. So MVP, lastly, I want to say you need to keep the cost as low as possible. You need to try and error. For us, we have the experience. So you see this kid, taking the milk is white in color, 1.5 years before. We test the market. We let everyone to try it, We never imagine we have just this yellow packing, plant-based milk, Before that, it is just the white one. We don't have any packaging design. Then we have the packaging design for the green one. You see it? But still, we can't have a very good reputation, on our product. So we need to try and error. Eventually, we find that the name of our product is utmost significant. So we have Tiger Milk. Tiger means free. Tiger means free. At the same time, we have the similar of the tiger nuts. So we have this product name. So we try and error until we find a way. Now we are so proud to say that you can find in everywhere in Hong Kong, a coffee shop and also retail shop like Starbucks, Pyramid J, Pacific Coffee, etc. So after we do a lot of product research, we launch the market. Remember, your product want to change the world. Remember, your product do have the social impact to make everyone to be more healthier. So we go to different social enterprise, NGO, and to empower the youth. Empower the youth doesn't mean just employ them, but also we can co-create a new campaign. Just like in our venture, we don't have budget on doing the marketing, but we do a lot of campaign on the IG social media campaign. So a lot of people collaborate with us together, and then everyone love our campaign because we empower the youth. At the same time, we work with different logistic company. We work with different corporate like the property company. So we work with the elderly house, so everyone can enjoy it. And also, for the product market fit, it doesn't mean just for one type of the customer, like the young, the elderly, the family, but you need to think about how to break through it. One is important because we start from one. Then we need to think about how to spread it to others. Just like we start in Hong Kong, we need to focus in Hong Kong. Then we will go to Southeast Asia, even in Brunei. We need to find the collaboration partners. Then you need to provide your value, your service that suitable for all, but start from one. And you need to think about what your true need of your customer. We do a lot of research. Until now, we are doing a lot of research. And then we will never sacrifice for only TIGA MILK. So your team, okay, yesterday I shared with you all, okay, your chemistry for the co-founders is very important. Then what you offer, it depends on your prototype. It depends on your product market fit. Then you need to know about your deep need. Now, we are so lucky. We have the sustainable development goals. Okay, these goals also guide us. Okay, how you make your product to be more sustainable. At the same time, how to become more impactful. Health and well-being. Okay, climate change, and also the animal under the sea is very important. So we also make use of the technology to develop new product. We have our AI system, okay, and then this AI can also enable us, okay, to make the production faster with the data, make your R&D to be more concrete to your customer. And with our smart agriculture, okay, we can improve our tiger's yield in the desert area, improve 30% more. And then eventually, we can make the farmer's income to improve too. So what I want to say is that we need to talk with different experts. Okay, at the very beginning, I have mentioned. You talk with different experts and then ask them how to make use of the technology, how to adopt this technology to the market to improve the current situation. So now we turn the desert into the cultivable farmland. We improve the biodiversity, and eventually you can see I go to the farmland. Okay, and then the farmers always so happy because we change their livelihood. And this is a lot of research that we do on our AI and on our farming agriculture through our AI, improve the yield. And eventually, we want to do a lot of application, okay, not just on tiger nut, but also the new food, the new resilient crops that can change our life. In future, okay, maybe we will go to the Mars. It is our potential. We are now currently also doing some research on the space food. So I hope you all can join us together for our future food development. So I want to keep some rooms for you to ask your questions, and I want to make a conclusion here. Doing the business is to change the world elegantly through your business model. So you need to benefit others, collaborate with others, and also co-create the impact for our community. So thank you very much, and then I leave the room for your questions. Let me see any questions here, or you can also raise your hand. Okay, the mic will come to you and then give you some questions. So here, it's still loading. Maybe you can put up your hand if you have the questions. So I have questions here. Okay. Wow, so many questions. If I can't answer all, you can just come to me. Okay. So first question is, how can the partnership can have a good aspect in providing supports to structure the business? So for me, I don't know everything. I've worked in the food industry for 18 years, but I don't know the R&D process. So I lock the door to the university professionals and ask the help from them. So you never know everything, but you can co-create the impact together, and partnership will be the future way to go. Just like I stationed in Hong Kong, I don't know everything in Southeast Asia, in Brunei. I need to find the partners to work with us in Brunei too. And that's why partnership is the future business development. And peace come together, join hands together, and make our future become more suitable to live in. So, wow, TIGA MILK is a long term to drink. Yes, it is. Okay, and I answered the final questions because there's a lot of questions here. So, so how can we collaborate essentially for the sustainable business in Asian country? I think maybe you know more than me because you know the market more than me. But for me, you need to think about what is your unfair advantage. For me, I know the market in Hong Kong. Okay, even I can take you all to go to Hong Kong and China. Okay, for me, I don't know Brunei market. Maybe you can be my guide to do the business in Brunei too. So know your unfair advantage and then find a way we collaborate with others. So for the time being, maybe I stop here and thank you very much and keep in touch and see how we can make a better world together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.